Hi everyone, it is day one of the lockdown here in New Zealand, and we are now just settling into our new normal. That is just going to be particularly challenging for some of us out there, some of us who are extroverts and outwardly focused and love that sort of energy that you get from being out and among things and people and events and all kinds of energy. That's going to be a challenge. It's also going to be a challenge because we're going to have to sort of self-structure our days. We're not going to have the structure of going into an office or having regular meetings or deadlines that we're trying to meet. For some of us who are still working, that's the case, but it's just looking different and it's feeling different. So it's a settling in process that I'm sensing. I did chat with the client this morning and got permission to share a few of the secrets that I shared with her that I thought might be helpful for you, whether you're in lockdown in New Zealand or you're someplace else and you're just dealing with the everyday uncertainty and the shifts in routine, etc. So the first tip is routine. Try where you can to create a routine for yourself. Now, I had written earlier to my Facebook tribe about a routine that I started at the beginning of the year that's an adaptation of another one. But basically, I spend 20 minutes moving, 20 minutes in mindfulness or meditation, and then 20 minutes in menu planning because I do not like to cook, but I enjoy good food. So there's a little disconnect there, and I'm trying to connect it by adding this into my morning routine. So if you're struggling and to settle in and deal with the uncertainty, try to create some certainty for yourself and create a routine that works for you. It doesn't have to be the one that I do. It can be something different, but that's something to consider. Boundaries as well. I was saying to this client that I am already somewhat addicted to my phone, but now it's worse because I'm constantly looking at the flashes, the news updates, looking for messages from loved ones or friends. And so I'm going to have to set a boundary between myself and my phone. This is also going to be necessary if you're working from home and you've got kids at home. You're going to need to set boundaries, and you're going to have them understand that there are certain expectations. You've seen all the memes on Facebook or other social media platforms where someone's working at the desk and they have taped their kids to the floor. Obviously that is a joke and it doesn't work. I'm not suggesting that we do that, but I am suggesting having a really serious talk about boundaries, but not just saying this is my boundary. Give them something to do or focus on so that they know to respect it, and a consequence if they don't. Also, boundaries for yourself. If you don't need to keep working from morning to into the middle of the night, say, then don't. It is tempting for some people because this is sort of a new area for those of us who love to be productive. Often we have an end to the workday, but now work and life is all combined under one roof. So try to set boundaries for yourself, a shut-off time when you're going to stop working. And again, understanding that some of you will have to keep working and finding those opportunities. I get that. But there is sanity to consider. And so it's important that you choose a healthy boundary for yourself. And then backups. So what do I mean by backups? Well, just as I was listing things for your kids to do, you need something for yourself too. We're not used to staying indoors, and we shouldn't really be spending our time going from one screen to the other, from work to Netflixing. Come up with different activities. Maybe there are some mindfulness techniques that you can try downloading apps. You can do them with your kids. I'm not great at meditating, but I really find one that works for me offers guided meditation, so I don't have to sit there in silence. I can listen. Secondly, I'm trying to build in exercise, even quick walk out with the dog, or snacks, exercise snacks, where you just do a few sit-ups or you do a few squats, just to get the blood pumping and get what's coursing through our veins, the hormones, a sort of different balance there, get the stress levels down. There are also silly things that you can do as backups to lift your mood. Yes, it could be watching a funny dog video on YouTube, because I'm more partial to them than cat videos. But it can also be, as I suggested to my friend, doing an early Easter egg hunt in the house with her kids. So find ways to build in silliness. And then backups, of course, are also reaching out to other people who know you and who might be able to offer some words of wisdom. So those are the three things. That is setting up a routine, creating boundaries, and having some backups. In the end, it's about reframing this new normal and getting our brains around it and hearts around it and getting ourselves to settle in. And so reframe this as an opportunity to go deeper into relationships with people you know and love, to slow down a little bit if you can. And even if you are worried about what's going to happen in the future financially, understand that you can only control so much, but you can control how you react. So hopefully this helps as we start this new normal and this lockdown in New Zealand and whatever is happening for you in your part of the world, we can all say it's an uncertain time, and I hope to provide some certainty for you. Okay, talk to you later.